Welcome to the Heart and Blood Pressure Tutorial, featuring Megan,
Adriana,
Jalen,
Ayani,
and Sebastian.
Before we talk about the heart, we need to know the blood flow and the anatomy of it. Here's the flow of the oxygenated and the deoxygenated blood. Here's the vena cava, both superior and inferior. Those were the right atrium and right ventricle. And here's the pulmonary valve. That was the aortic valve and the left ventricle. Those were the bicuspid valve, the left atrium, and the pulmonary veins. Finally, the pulmonary artery and the aorta. Now we're going to take Adriana's heart rate.
In 15 seconds, my heart pumps 20 times, so my heart rate is 80 beats per minute.
3, 2, 1. Ding, 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 ding. Next is Adriana's blood pressure. We're going to be taking it with our provided blood pressure cuff, with the valve, the pump, and the cuff. With the knob fully tightened, we're going to pump until the gauge goes over 200. And gradually, very gently, we're going to start letting go of some of the air going into the cuff. Next, we want to watch for the systolic blood pressure, which should come any moment now. And right there, it starts to make some ticking motion. It starts to hesitate in its ticks. That's how you can tell what the systolic blood pressure is. And in a moment, it will start having some irregularities in its ticking. Like right there. It starts being repetitive, and then it starts going in slower motions. That's how you can tell what the diastolic blood pressure is. And we're just going to let it gradually go down. We don't want to force all of the pressure out too quick. It looks like Adriana's blood pressure was 117/82. Thank you, Mr. Sharp, for letting us borrow your blood pressure cuffs.
how can you identify the systolic and the diastolic blood pressure off of the pressure gauge? Pause this video to see if you know. That's correct. By slowly releasing the air from the cuff, you will notice a jump in the numbers. That is the systolic blood pressure. The last jump indicates the diastolic blood pressure.
Here's the front of the heart. You can tell from the aorta and the pulmonary artery. Now, our first step of this dissection is to go through the vena cava, stuff all our blue string through there, and show that original blood flow of deoxygenated blood through the pulmonary valve. But the first thing we need to do is get this knot through this big cut that's been made in the heart. So Ayani is just stuffing all that she can in there so we have a lot of leg room. She's pushing that string through the right atrium into the right ventricle. And now she's just trying to feel around until she can see her blue glove through that cut. And there it is. And after just a little bit of struggling of getting it through, we finally have step 1 done, and Ayani pulls that string out with a little bit of meat flying. And finally, step 1 is done, and we have the knot through the cut. Now that we have step 1 done, the first thing for step 2 is to make a little DIY hook out of a paper clip. Our next step is to take our DIY hook through the pulmonary artery, very gently through all of that heart, take it out of the cut, and hook around that string. And because of this sensitive, fragile tissue, we're going to very slowly and gently pull that back out and hopefully pull our string with it. and the paper clip slipped on through. Now it's just time to get that knot all around there so we can get it extra secure. And after just a little bit of struggle due to user error, Ayani does a great job and gently pulls that string right back out. And now we're completely done showing the flow of deoxygenated blood.
How can you find the front of the heart to the back of the heart? Pause the video to find your answer. That's correct. In order to find the front of the heart, you have to find the aorta.
We were able to get the red string through the heart by going in through the aorta and out of the pulmonary veins. This represents the oxygenated blood.
An atrial septal defect, also known as ASD, is a condition where there is a hole in between the wall of the two atriums. This condition can lead to many problems such as heart palpitations, shortness of breath, fatigue, heart murmurs, and swelling in the legs, feet, and abdomen.